All right, so the opportunist in chief saw an opportunity to exploit Nancy Pelosi and make her look like an idiot, which I'm kind of on board with. In theory, I'm definitely on board with that. But let me give you some backstory here. Okay, so Nancy Pelosi fired off at AOC. This has been going on since Monday of this week. Okay, AOC and some other freshman congresswomen voted against a $4.6 billion border bill that Trump signed into law anyways on Monday. But Nancy Pelosi just had to take shots at the progressives in her own party, okay, in her own party, because they voted against it. Because they have standards. They have morals. They're not here to help the GOP meet their fascist ends at the border wall. That upset Nancy Pelosi. Trump said today, quote, "I think Cortez," he called her Cortez, dumbass, "I think Cortez is being very disrespectful to someone who's been there a long time. I deal with Nancy Pelosi a lot, and we go back and forth, and it's fine. But I think a group of people who are being very, very disrespectful to her," end quote. Like, this dude's a joke. But he's politically savvy. He knows how to, dig into quabbles, and he's a political opportunist. He saw a viable opening, a viable window to make Nancy Pelosi look like an idiot for going after her own party when she didn't have to. Yeah, they voted against it. She didn't have to point it out. She didn't have to name them. She didn't have to have a conference over it. Okay? But no, Trump's just being Trump. He's just being Trump here, though. This is just Trump. There's nothing special here. It's just Nancy Pelosi needs to go. The sum of all this is Nancy Pelosi is a GOP enabler. She's here for the cause. Before she became Speaker, Donald Trump and top-tier Republicans wanted her for Speaker. What does that tell you? What does that say? You know what it says? Nancy Pelosi folds like a cheap suit. I know she talks this tough game. I know a lot of her supporters think she's so awesome. What is this woman's legacy? Right-wing healthcare. She got Obamacare passed. That's her legacy. Working with Republicans and against her own party, quite pathologically. We don't want to be too progressive, guys. We don't want to have too much progress. Too much progress would upset the Republicans. We're very regressive people. See how it plays out? Okay, so this is a tweet from Peter Dow. Of all people, Peter friggin' Dow nailed it. Okay, this guy was like a Hillary barker in 2016. This guy was a Hillary attack dog in 2016. He's changed his ways, and this tweet should illuminate that. Let me read it to you. Quote, "There is a progressive movement within the Democratic Party that is unstoppable. The establishment will resist it fiercely, but in the long run, bold progressivism will overhaul the party for the better. I intend to do everything I can to be a part of that change." End quote. Peter Dow. Even he's a true believer now. Progressives are here. Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, AOC. I am so glad you are triggered by them. Because they are a reminder of how far right Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and the other top-tier Democrat leadership have gone to the Republican side. So much so that Nancy Pelosi's legacy will be that she passed right-wing health care. You understand? Nancy Pelosi needs to go. She needs to go yesterday. So does Chuck Schumer and the rest of the Democratic cronies who keep blocking progress. They want to block progress. They want to work with the Republicans first and their party last. I am sick to death of Nancy Pelosi and her feckless leadership, and Chuck Schumer, and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and all these cronies, these crumb-dums, the absolute bottom of the Democrat barrel. Okay? We're sick of them. And the new class is here, and they're going to fight you. And you're not going to like it. And I love that. Bring it on. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment down below.